Hi everyone. So, I guess Trump's our president. Like, I had a feeling he was going to become the president. We had Hillary, we had Bernie, and we had Trump. I didn't even fucking want to vote this year, honestly. I really didn't. I wanted Bernie Sanders to win so damn bad, and then it became just Trump and Hillary Clinton. Like, I don't even know how to feel anymore. Like, he's our president. There's nothing we can do about it anymore. You can't sue the president. You can't boycott a president who's already your freaking president. Like, he's the president. Him and his Hitler wet dream family they're our presidents. So, he's the president. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel really, gutted. Gutted. Sad and gutted that he's our president, because it's just really? That's the best we could have done, was Hillary Clinton and Trump? That's the best America could scrape up? I wanted Bernie so bad to be the fucking president. I'll prove it. Jesus. Dude, I got this fucking Jewish sugar daddy, plastered all over my room. He's on my car. I was so ready for there to be a menorah in the damn White House. I was so damn ready. I did not give a crap, okay? And I haven't been saying anything. I haven't said anything because I'm just I went out to the polls, and you know what I did when I did my poll? I wrote Bernie Sanders' name into everything. Someone told me that people put Hammurabi down like it was a big fucking joke. This is not a joke. This is our presidency. I put Bernie in or bust, but Bernie can't even run. I've been keeping it in for a long time about who I want to be president, because I don't want to hear about the political shit anymore. My fucking Facebook news feed is just Trump, 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 Hillary's a cunt, Trump's the man. When I heard, I didn't even have to hear it. I knew it was going to happen. When he said he's getting rid of the funding for Planned Parenthood, you know he's an asshole, right? I'm you can be all against abortions, but what's the alternative? A back alley abortion? Like the Stone Age, where they put a fucking coat hanger up your vagina and scramble the thing around? We need Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood does more than abortions. They do STD testing. They do counseling for people who have HIV. You can get tested for everything there. You can get free condoms there. You can get pads. You can get tampons. If you're a low-income type of person, you can get help there. Not every girl planned a baby. I'm not going to go into my own story about why I love Planned Parenthood, and they are a bunch of good people. They're good-hearted people that work there because it's none of anybody's business. But Planned Parenthood saves people's lives, saves women's lives, and they're out there to help you. If he gets rid of Planned Parenthood, it's astronomically ridiculous to get rid of that. That is something that women need to be around. Gay men need it to be around. Everybody needs it to be around. Where are we going to go if we accidentally get a disease, a sexually transmitted disease? Sometimes condoms are not readily available. Condoms are free at Planned Parenthood. You can go in, get a bag of condoms. They care about people. Not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and sometimes people need help. When I heard that he was going to defund Planned Parenthood, really? You're going to defund Planned Parenthood, a place that really helps men and women, gay people, straight women, people who are terrified. They give you options. They give you information. They clean you up when you caught something. Like, they need these fucking places. These are things you need. And don't get me started on the fucking wall that he wants to build. No wall is going to keep anybody out, number one. If he's going to build a wall through Mexico, he might as well build a wall through Canada. Make the whole United States one big wall. Like, we're all walled in. Like, it's... I just feel like the president that we do have right now is going to cause, like, World War III. If we're not already in it, I feel like this president is just gonna, like, fucking skyrocket us into, like, fights with people in other countries, and China's gonna lose their absolute fucking minds because he has no fucking filter. He needs diplomacy. He needs rhetoric. He needs diplomacy. He needs to, like, slowly make friends with different countries. He needs to get his shit together because, honestly, if you go headlong into talking shit about other countries, they could just bomb the fuck out of us. It's not going to be the land of the free, home of the brave. It's going to be the land of our president talk mad shit, so, and they just fucking drop shit on us. Like, he terrifies me as a president because he really is so Republican. Like, he's so Republican. Like, terrifying amount of Republican. Like, there's some things that I take a Republican stance on, and there's some things that I take a very liberal stance on, and there's some things I really don't care about. But when he put a gag order on scientists saying that global warming is not real, I don't know, Congress needs to do something. Or maybe Congress won't do something. Congress is always fucked up, too. Someone needs to do something. And I don't really think walking to Washington with a pussy on your face is really gonna send the right message, ladies. Like, that was really bad. I mean, I'm sure there was plenty of women who had signs up saying, Trump, I'm a pharmacist, I just got out of college, I'm in debt, is there going to be a job for me? But the women who friggin' walked up in there with, like, pasties and a tutu and a vagina fucking mask on, like, look at my pussy face, what are you proving other than a big majority of the United States is a bunch of fucking losers and idiots? Like, he's not going to take anything seriously, number one. If you've ever heard any one of his debates, he's like a little kid. Like, my mom told me he's 70 something, and he don't sound like a 70-year-old dude to me. He sounds like a pompous 18-year-old kid, the way he talks. So I don't know about all that. And I feel bad for his wife, what's her name, Melania, because she just has to stand back there and be like, yeah, that's my husband. Yep, that's my husband. So I hope he needs an advisor or something that can teach him diplomacy, something. He needs someone to teach him how to be a good president. I know he's just starting out, but it's starting to look really terrifying. Like, for gay people, for women, for transgenders, for anybody who doesn't fit in the social norm. And most people don't fit in that nuclear social norm that people saw in the 50s and 30s. Like, not a lot of people fit in that social norm. And we got a lot of Latinos, a lot of blacks, a lot of mixed race people that are just like, what the fuck? And I know black people, Arab people, Spanish people, all different ethnicities are just looking at our new president like, whoa. Let's not jump to the conclusion yet that he's like fucking Hitler yet. But if it starts getting that way, you might have to do the coup d'etat or whatever the fuck. Because I am reserving judgment on this. I wanted Bernie Sanders because he was for the people. You could tell that man was for the people. He wanted to be president. He should have been president. But we got Trump. We got Trump and his, like, 18 kids. Like, how many fucking kids does he have? Jesus. And grandkids. And great-grandkids. I'm not really following politics that much. I followed the Obama administration more than anybody. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to follow this Trump stuff. It makes me tired just fucking thinking about it, honestly. I don't really want to follow it. I just, like, I can just tell you one story about this Trump stuff. When I went to go vote, and I saw only Hillary and Trump on my ballot, I just put Bernie and marker all over my thing, and I put it. I knew it wouldn't be voted, but you know what? I could not bring myself to put Hillary. She lied about getting shot at in Benghazi. She didn't get shot at. And I couldn't bring myself to put Trump because he's a big fucking child. Like, Are you out of your mind? I don't know. My heart, it's kind of like, it's kind of like broken the state of things now. We knew, everyone knew it was coming, but we were trying to believe like it wasn't going to show up. It's here. This is what we got now. This is what we got now. So we got. And there's nothing we can do. You can't fine a president. He needs to be impeached by doing something messed up. That's the only way to get him out. Someone's got to impeach him. He's got to impeach himself. He's got to step down. That's the only way you get rid of a president. And I doubt the Trumpinator is going to impeach himself. He's going to have it good in the White House. And he's been signing bills just like, yeah, do that and that and that. And I don't know if they're good or bad because I don't have cable and I've been just looking at the news on the internet and I'm just like, I don't even know. I really don't even know. Side note, I have nothing against Spanish people or illegal immigrants or something like, but I can tell you right this, I had a job. I have no more job anymore. I'm jobless. I'm a fucking loser right now. I don't have any children though. I'm not living off the government. I couldn't get government assistance if I even tried because I'm a single woman. But I had a job where I was offered a raise from $9 to $11 an hour. And that's freaking awesome because, well, it's not that great. It's $11 an hour, but it's more than what I was getting. I was getting $9 and then they offered me $11. This is at a restaurant. And then I was offered full time. That means I could have quit my other job because I had 2 jobs because I couldn't make enough money. Tell me why the next day I showed up to work. There was a Peruvian lady in my spot at work. She speaks broken English, but I don't know how long she's been in the country. I don't know if she's illegal. I don't know any of that. I heard rumors from the other host at this restaurant that they hired a lot of illegals. And she took my job, pretty much. She took my job. Like, that's it. And then I found out later that every American host, like American hosts, and a lot of the American waiters and waitresses lost their jobs all at the same time. They were all given a raise, and they were told they were going to get more full time, and then they all got fired. And Peruvians took their place. I don't know if that is what people have been saying. They took my job. You know that South Park episode? They took my job. But I kind of feel like, bitch, you took my job. And I don't know how much they're paying them under the table or how less they're paying them. But I showed up to work and I didn't have no more fucking job. I went to go look for my boss. He wasn't there. And there was a note left for me. You are no longer needed. That's happened twice now to me. I don't know how less they're paying illegal people, but it must be astronomically smaller because I asked for a raise. I was going to get 11, going to get full time. What was they paying her? Were they paying her like $5? Like, I don't understand. That's a real honest to God thing that happened to me. Like, I don't know. Maybe he should kick out all illegals. I think he really should be kicking out the illegals with fucking criminal fucking backgrounds. I don't know. It's a really touchy subject because my grandmother was a foreigner. She married an American man, and then she became an American citizen. She completely became an American citizen. She did everything. She recited the national anthem. She did the whole testing. She went before a judge. She became an American citizen. She's been in this country since she was 28 years old. Like, she's 76 now. She's an American citizen now. I really think whatever he's talking about is the people that are just showing up here and sneaking through the cracks, like that Peruvian girl that took my fucking job. Like, she really... I wouldn't be this upset, but I am. I needed a job. I needed money. I just bought a car, but guess fuck me, right? Because, she can get paid less. Fuck her. Fuck me, right? Like, fuck you. You want $11 an hour? You're fired. Like, I don't know how to feel. Some things I agree with him, like, but some things I don't agree with. Like, you cannot get rid of Planned Parenthood for people. That's something people need. People need that. People need affordable health care. We don't need our jobs taken from us from people who are just going to make a little bit of money and then skedaddle back to their country. I see it all the time. I used to work in a casino. That's what used to happen. People would come over from their country, work one summer, take their money, never be seen again. So, I don't know. I don't know. Leave it in the comments. I would like to know if you ever had your job taken from somebody who you had a sneaking suspicion was completely an illegal person, like a illegal Latino, illegal from Russia, completely illegal. Because I'm pretty sure it happened to me multiple times where I show up to work and I don't have a fucking job anymore. And this is not a lie. I showed up to work. A Peruvian lady pops out of nowhere. What are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? I work here. Oh, you don't work here no more? I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? They had fired me so she could take over and get paid way fucking less. So, I would like it if... Please don't get racist in the comments because it's not illegal's fault that they'll take way fucking less than other people. I would just like to know in the comments below if your job ever really got taken from you from someone who said, oh yeah, I'll take way less, and they weren't from the country. I would really like that. I don't want to hear your story about, oh, they take all the jobs, I wanted to clean toilets, blah, blah, blah. No, I want to hear a story where you showed up to work and you had to train somebody who you knew didn't have the language down, or just got here and they took your job. I want to hear a story like that because I don't know if there's many, but that story I just told you is completely fucking true. Like, she took my fucking job, and I went back to that job later on and I found out the whole staff is gone. It's all Spanish, Peruvians, people from Nicaragua, people from Mexico. This whole restaurant's full of them now. And they speak the worst English I've ever heard in my fucking life. It's not their fault. They're just learning, but none of them are really trying to become citizens because I've heard them. I know a little bit of Spanish to know enough that they're saying, oh, once I get my money, I'm going right back to Peru. So I would like to hear the comments down. My grandma was not from this country, so I have a mixed feeling about it. Like, my grandma worked for France when she came over. She worked in France, and then when she came over here to America, she worked here in America and she became a citizen. So, I would like to know, maybe you can put your family history if you came over from Ecuador or Nicaragua, if you came over from France, if you came over from Canada and you became a citizen, or you're working on your citizenship. I just would like to know, and I would also like to know if you ever really had your job stolen off of somebody else who obviously was not an American citizen just because they would take a smaller pay than you would. Because I know us Americans, if we're going to work like dogs, we want to be paid a bigger wage. That's just the American thing. I'm not getting paid $5 to scrub floors and clean tables and talk to people and do all this extra stuff, plus train people and be pretend manager but not get a manager salary. There's just sometimes they like to rake us through the coals and stuff. So I've dealt with it before. I've dealt with stupid shit that doesn't have to happen. So put your stories below. I would love to hear them. You can be negative. It could be a negative story. You could be like, nah, you're fucking racist. No one took your job. But honestly, someone did take my fucking job from me who didn't speak a lick of English. And you can believe me or you can't believe me. I'm jobless right now because of what happened. So, put your stories down below. I would love to read them. I would love to see if this is a common occurrence or not. I really would. So, thank you guys, because, you know what? I really want to know. I really do. Peace out, bitch.